Hey guys, it's me Joshua and I'm here with my very first Louis Vuitton unboxing, and I bought all of these things in the Brisbane store here in Australia. It's two things, one exciting bit for me and then one kind of smaller bit but still exciting and beautiful. So here you can see the receipt, Louis Vuitton, and all the jazz inside. And then I'll open the bigger one first. There's a beautiful ribbon and bow for 2016, maybe for Chinese New Year or Valentine's Day, I'm not exactly sure. They're both kind of similar dates, so let me just get the ribbon off. Again, beautiful ribbon, definitely gonna keep this. And then you can see the big box, something not so big inside. If only it would open. Oh, and there we go, and you can see the beautiful tissue paper with the sticker. I'm just scared to rip it. Actually comes off really easily. Inside, you can see on the inside it's a Louis Vuitton travel book for Vietnam, drawn by Lorenzo Mattotti. I think he's an Italian painter and drawer, and basically the front of it looks like this. And I'm going to be traveling to Vietnam this year, so I thought this would be a beautiful kind of look into the country. And these picture books, they make them of all different cities. So one of them I think is Paris, then there's London, New York, there's a few other ones, and each city had like a different painter or artist paint and just paint the imagery of the country. So this one has beautiful pictures in it, just like this. And all different kinds of drawings. Some are black and white, some are colourful. Vietnam is very green, so obviously they chose to colour green. And yeah, just beautiful, beautiful things. And I love this type of artistry. It's just something beautiful to have and to look at. It's something that is slightly inexpensive, so if you're looking at something, maybe gifting someone something, or something that's not so expensive, this is a great idea. And then inside is a list of all the other travel books, and I'll read them to you. There's one of the Easter Islands, there's one of London, one of New York, one of Venice, and one of Paris, and one of Vietnam. And I'm pretty sure there is two special ones, one of the Antarctic and one of Edinburgh. But they must not be on this list. But yeah, they're online, so you can look them up. And now to the bigger and kind of more exciting purchase. It comes in a smaller box. As you can see, lighting's not so great, sorry. And then again with the beautiful card, gold on one side, and it says Louis Vuitton 2016 on the other, and then opens up like this, and inside this beautiful dust bag, again with Louis Vuitton on the front. I'm sure everybody has seen those. And then flip it over, come on out, a beautiful Brazza wallet, upside down, in the Damier Cobalt, so in the kind of the black and the blue print. They do this in a whole bunch of prints or canvases, so in the monogram, in the Damier Ben, in the graphite, in the cobalt, but also in the epi leather and a few other leathers. And I've been looking at this for a really, really long time. And so you can see here it has the Louis Vuitton square right there, and it's the only one on the whole entire one-piece wallet. And then inside it has 12 card slots, and the Cobalt is actually the only one that has kind of a smooth leather interior, or like kind of the inside of the wallet is smooth rather than with the Damier graphite and the others. They're all kind of a printed leather, so they're much rougher and kind of stiffer, and I kind of didn't like that as much because I like being able to touch a beautiful soft leather, and this is really, really like soft, and but not like scratch soft. Like it's not so delicate, but it feels really beautiful, and it smells lovely. And then you've got your zipper compartment here. Zips open and closed, and again silver hardware. I love silver hardware more than gold. I think gold doesn't suit me that much, and it's never been my kind of color. I've always worn silver rings and watches, so yeah, I love that. It has a little LV on the, I'm not gonna show because it reflects too much. It's a little LV on here, and then you have one pocket right here in front of the zipper compartment, one pocket right here, and you can put, I've tried it, you can put your iPhone 6, not the Plus, just the smaller size, fits in here without a case on. I would show you, but I'm filming on it, so it's not gonna work. But yeah, it fits in here, and you can close it up, and you can kind of, you're good to go. I think it might be a bit different if you have a lot of coins in there, but since I'm not really one to carry a lot of coinage or cash for that matter, I think the iPhone 6 will fit in here lovely, and I can just kind of take it out, or go shopping, go to lunch or whatever when you at the office and you don't want to take your whole entire bag with you and all your things. You can just take your wallet. Yeah, so that's really practical. My sales associate Michelle did tell me that they don't recommend putting a phone in there, but the iPhone 6 is really, really slim, and it fits perfectly into this kind of more gusseted, as you can see here, it has that gusset, into this gusseted pocket at the back. I wouldn't really put cash in there because it is so wide. I'd be too scared cash would fly out, so I don't really understand. Maybe they thought for mini checkbook or something like that this would be good, but I don't understand what else I'd use that for, so probably my phone will end up living in there for a bit. And then there's kind of a tighter pocket just behind that big pocket. This probably good for receipts and things like that. There's a whole bunch of pockets in this one. And then you have two here, which are probably good for bills, and again, if you're traveling, this is great because you can kind of store multiple currencies into one wallet. Yeah, and then you have that, they say ID card slot here at the front. And again, unlike the other wallets, I think the other wallets have like a flat cut, where this is kind of much taller and at an angle. And this kind of means that if you're putting a card in, wait, give me a second and I'll find one to put in. There's none around me, but if you put a card in here, it doesn't stick out so weirdly, so it's kind of half of it is at least covered, which adds to kind of security. And if you don't want it just randomly sticking out or accidentally falling out, so yeah, that's really practical. And I think what this probably will be most useful for is if you're ride on trains or buses and you have bus tickets, or like here in Brisbane or in Queensland we have the Go card, that kind of tap on and off system, and that is probably really practical because it's easy to take out. I haven't done this, but on this side here, just underneath, you can get your initials monogrammed in different colors and prints, etc., with the dots and underneath it says Louis Vuitton made in France. So this is an actual made in France piece, and I was kind of really happy with that because I know a lot of the Louis Vuitton small leather goods are made in Spain, and this one isn't. This one is made in France. And for my first Louis Vuitton piece, I thought that is very fitting, and I don't know, I just like the fact that it's a French fashion house and this wallet is from France. So yeah, basically when I was in there, I knew that I wanted this wallet, but I wasn't 100% sure in what print. I had a look at the graphite one, which, because I had only looked at it really online, it kind of was a bit confusing because the graphite online looks slightly bluish, but really in, like, when you see it in real life or up close, it's really a grey graphite color with black. So to me, it wasn't even slightly blue, it wasn't anything like that. And that's lovely, and it's a very masculine color, but it kind of doesn't suit me, or it wasn't quite what I was looking for. I love blue. Blue's my favorite color when it comes to clothing and things like that. So I really wanted something that had like a blue tinge to it, and again the cobalt has the blue squares, and then I'd call this a black as well, so the blue and the black. And then there was an epi one as well that came in kind of an aqua blue, which was really beautiful, and I was kind of considering getting that, but Michelle, my SA, told me that that was the only one they had in store. And first of all, the epi, again, on the inside, it's not soft like this and smooth, it's pebbled and kind of rougher, so it makes everything a bit more stiff and less moldable. And kind of was like, oh, you know, I can live around that, it's not too bad. But then she told me that, you know, because it's a leather, you kind of have to look after it a bit more, even though I thought the epi was really hard wearing. And I did realize though, when I kind of looked at it a bit closer, that the epi lines or waves or whatever it is on the front, the ones that are kind of deep down, they were beautiful and blue, but the ones that were raised kind of looked nearly dirty. And I kind of didn't want to say it in front of her because I didn't want to offend her or anything. But yeah, they looked kind of like a lot of people had touched it, or it just kind of looked dirty, yeah. And if someone with dirty fingers kind of smudged over it, and because it was the only one, I didn't really want to get one that I already thought when I bought it new that it looked slightly used, or not even used because it didn't have scratches, but I don't know, I can't really explain it. It just didn't look right, and when it costs $800 and something or whatever it is, then I kind of want one that I'm really, really happy with from the get-go, and this one is exactly that. I'm really, really happy with it, and I'm really glad that I got this and not anything else. I did have a look at the long wallet as well, which basically has more card slots, but it doesn't have a zipper thingy. And I realized that, first of all, it doesn't come in this print. It only comes in graphite and epi, I think, and maybe ebene. And I realized that kind of that wasn't exactly what I was looking for, and for $150 more, I think this was in the end, or yeah, something like that. I got a zipper, and I got this beautiful smooth interior, and I got something that's blue. So yeah, that's kind of my decision on that, and I might do a review in the future if anyone asks or wants to see. I haven't seen too many videos online of the Brazza wallet. There's a few, but you know, it's not, I guess, not the most popular wallet. And I really do think that this is quite a unisex wallet. This is not, like, because it is long, you know, it's quite big. You know, everyone can use it, and I don't see why a woman wouldn't be able to use this, and especially in some of the other prints that may be a bit more female, or I don't know, elegant, if you want to call it. I mean, if you really like blue as a woman, you're allowed to have this, who cares? But yeah, there is a whole range of these, and I think they're very genderless, and they're not very sort of obviously girly or obviously like super manly. I mean, so yeah, I'm really in love with this at the moment. I will go in at some point and get it hot stamped, and I'm really excited for that, but I kind of wanted to use it for a bit and kind of see how I go with it, just in case I don't know, I didn't like it. But yeah, so tell me what you think. Do you like it? Has anyone ever thought about getting this wallet maybe? And if you have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll make sure to answer. Okay, great, thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye.